Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming to you live from the Saville Shootout in Edmonton, Alberta. This is day 3 action, draw 9. We have Team Silvernagle against Team Kitazawa. Silvernagle is sitting at 1-2, and Kitazawa is undefeated at 3-0. We're picking up action here in the second end. Kitazawa did get their deuce in the first. They are up 2-0, and they are also sitting 2. Skip Robyn Silvernagle. Looking for a nice draw here on her first stone in the second end. Folks, we've got curling action all day long. Make sure you subscribe to the Curling Zone YouTube channel. We've got coverage across several sheets. Silvernagle looking for the corner freeze here. Hopefully set something up for her second stone. And that will come up just a little bit late. It sits top 12. Kitazawa is still sitting 2. Kitazawa looking at potentially guarding that shot stone. Looks like they're going to go wide on the outturn side. I'd like to welcome all of our viewers tuning in all the way from Japan. Skip Ikue Kitazawa delivering her final stone here on the second end without the hammer. They are sitting what appears to be 2 yellow. This one will need to curl a long way. Got lots of rotation. Looks to be a little heavier than they wanted and a little wider. Not sure that does much to protect their shot stone. Regardless, it's still looking tricky for Silvernagle to get in there for her single. She'll have to come very tight to that red corner guard. She needs full forefoot. Silvernagle is sitting at 1-2, so this is a big game for them. They're going to need the win if they want to have a chance to qualify for the playoffs. Kitazawa at 3-0, they're in a good spot. Looks like Silvernagle is going to go for the draw to the forefoot. They're going to have to come very close by that corner guard in order not to wreck on that red stone in the top 12 foot that she threw on her first. A tricky shot here in the second end for skip Robyn Silvernagle. She did just throw a draw on this side, so she should have an idea for the weight and the ice. Looks to be really close, really good line. See if it'll stop in time. And it is tough to tell from that angle if she did hang on for the single. We'll be right back after a quick break. Looks like Kitazawa did get a steal of one there since they are throwing the first.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rene Comeau coming to you live from the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton, Alberta. This is day 3 action of the Saville Shootout. Draw 9, Team Silvernagle facing Team Kitazawa. Kitazawa does have a 3-0 lead after 2 ends. Silvernagle with the hammer here in the third. And Anami will wreck on the corner. Robyn will be looking to replace that corner guard and protect her stone in the top 8 foot. It appears that Kitazawa is sitting 1, just biting the back edge of the 4. Silvernagle appears to be second shot stone. And that's a nice guard there from Team Silvernagle. Kitazawa lining up the double peel. Throwing second stones for Team Kitazawa is Amy Anami. She'll be looking for the double peel here. Looks to be over curling just a little. She won't get the double peel, but she will roll her shooter. It does stay in play. Once again, Team Silvernagle will be looking to replace that corner guard. And this guard will come a little bit deeper. Slightly over curls. Third, Sina Nakajima can see a little piece from the hack. Looks like they are going to play the chase. She cannot see much of that, so this shot has quite a high degree of difficulty. She'll have to come very close by that tight corner guard. The sweepers are on it early, indicating it's a little bit heavy. Ooh, and that was a sweeping error from Team Kitazawa. They actually were trying to carve it at the end and carved it too much and did just rub on that tight corner guard. They will be disappointed with that line call. The Kitazawa stone does come to rest in the back 8 foot, giving a little bit of backing for that Silvernagle stone in the top 8. Skip Robyn Silvernagle asking third Jesse Humpkin to come down and discuss their next shot. They've got to make sure they don't group their red stones here to allow for a double. Once again, welcome to our fans tuning in all the way from Japan. We have 3 Japanese teams currently on the ice. I'll give you some quick updates on the other games taking place. Momoha Tabata has a 4-0 lead against Kate Cameron after 2. Satsuki Fujisawa has a 3-0 lead on Kaylee McNamee after 2. The Japanese teams are in good shape this morning. Jolene Campbell and Christine McMacken have blanked the first 2 ends. Selena Sturmey has a 3-0 lead on Corinne Brown. Caitlin Laws is down 3-0 to Graceland Richards. Taylor Reese Hansen has a 2-0 lead on Tabitha Peterson. Michelle Englot has a 2-1 lead on Serena Gray Withers. And Mila Plett, the young team from Edmonton, Alberta, who they have a really bright future ahead of them. They have a 2-0 lead on Carrie Einerson. Looks like Silvernagle elected to try to freeze the shot stone in the back 4. Unfortunately, they did come up a bit light. They have left a double for Team Kitazawa. They'll need to catch about a third or half a rock here to make the double. And it looks to be over curling. They will eliminate 1 Silvernagle stone and roll their shooter. Looks like Silvernagle is sitting 2. It's close for a third shot. They may be sitting 3. It's hard to tell. Silvernagle is sitting at 1 win and 2 losses after 2 days of play. So they'll need a big win here to give themselves a chance for the playoffs. Kitazawa is undefeated thus far. Robyn looking at potentially the double and roll behind the corner. They'll need to make contact just off nose. Judging by that ice, they're going to be throwing it pretty hard. Third, Jesse Hunkin looking for the double here. Looks to be over curling. And they will actually over curl and catch a different Kitazawa stone. Nonetheless, they do eliminate 2 Kitazawa rocks from play. Silvernagle appears to be second and third shot. Kitazawa will be looking for the hit and roll here. If they do nose hit, that should give Silvernagle an open hit for 2. And if they get the roll, Silvernagle may have a double for 2. So they've got a chance here to get a deuce. Looks to be pretty close. It's curling late. And they barely get that red rock out of play, but they do get a nice roll, and they are sitting 2 yellow. That's a nice shot there from skip Ikue Kitazawa. Silvernagle trying to find a way to possibly get that deuce. Let us know in the live chat where you're tuning in from. We've had folks from all around the world tuning in the last couple days. We've got folks from Asia, Europe, America, of course, from all over Canada as well. These teams are not on the clock this weekend. So we have seen some longer games. Team Silvernagle looking at either the freeze on the shot stone in the back 4 or trying to corner freeze second shot stone, just tuck a piece behind their red. They're really taking their time on this call. Want to make sure they get their rock in a good position. Silvernagle asking how much of that redstone in the top 8 is visible from the hack. Looks like it's about 3/4 open. Looks like they are going to make a play on that redstone in the top 8. They'll be looking for a little tap and possibly get that yellow stone at least out of the 8-foot. Again, they've got to be careful here that they don't set up a double. This is Skip Robyn Silvernagle's first stone here in the third end. They do get by the guard. And they will roll their shooter in. It appears Kitazawa is still sitting 1. Silvernagle is second shot. Kitazawa is third and fourth shot. They're lining up the thin double. Now that is a very thin double, but I think they'll be happy even just to eliminate that top stone and be sitting 3. Ikue Kitazawa here with her final stone here in the third end. And that is a great shot. She does get the double. And now Robyn Silvernagle will be facing 3 counters on her final stone here in the third end with the hammer. Looks like she's going to play the hit. As long as she hits it on the broom side, she has that catcher. This is a big shot here for Robyn. Wants to make sure they get on the board here in the third end. And the sweepers are on it early. Lead Christy Moore with a big sweep. And that's a great shot there from Robyn to get her single and get on the board. Kitazawa is leading 3-1 after 3. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Rene Comeau, coming to you live from the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton, Alberta. Team Kitazawa is leading 3-1 here in the fourth end. And they do have the hammer. Christy Moore, lead on Team Silvernagle, is looking for the center guard on her first. We'll be looking to get some rocks in play, potentially set up a steal. I'll give you a quick update on some of the other games that are taking place here in Draw 9. Pete Cameron did get on the board with a single, and they trail Momo Tabata 4-1. Christine McMacken from the U.S. did just score a big 3 against Jolene Campbell to take a 3-1 lead. Corinne Brown scored a deuce in 3, and they trail Selena Sturmay 3-2. Tabitha Peterson picked up a single in the third. They trail Taylor Reese Hansen 2-1. Michelle Englot picked up a single in the third to take a 3-1 lead against Serena Gray Withers. And Carrie Einerson picked up a deuce in the third to tie it up 2-2 against Mila Platt.
Gripper first.
Don't forget your brooms.
Yep, you got it. Yellow.
Come on up. Okay, well, what do you got? You got one, you got two, you got...
Just one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Rene Comeau, coming to you live from the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton, Alberta. This is fourth end action here. Kitazawa is up 3-1 with the hammer. A bit of an overcurl there from Team Silvernagle. But looks like they did get a little bit lucky. Ticking the yellow stone in the top 8 and then eliminating the Kitazawa shot stone. Kitazawa is sitting 1, biting the top 4. And they're looking for the hit, that redstone on the wing. They're playing inside out. And it looks like they are going to get a roll. And they do roll way over and actually a little too far. Looks like it's just out of the rings. And again, another sweeping error there from Kitazawa. They were on that pretty much the whole way. They did oversweep it. Unfortunately, looks like it rolled out of the rings. Silvernagle will be looking for a nice come around draw here and sit top 4. And they've got lots of line on this one. Trying to make it, actually, and they will just leave it open top 12. But that's a usable stone for them. Team Kitazawa lining up the peel. They're hoping to catch that rock in the top 12 that was just thrown by Team Silvernagle. And this appears to be over curling. They will actually get the other red stone on the top of the 12 and roll their shooter to the edge of the 12-foot. So that is a good result for Team Kitazawa. Not exactly the shot they had called, but nonetheless, it worked out. Robyn asking Jesse Hunkin to replace that center guard. This one looks to be coming a little deeper than they wanted. It'll end up as a tight guard. That should give a fairly easy double for Team Kitazawa. Looks like they're lining it up to go across the face. So they'll have to hit this one pretty thin. And they're trying to make this one curl. And they will hit it a little too thin and just go over top of that red. They do get the single peel. Again, Team Silvernagle looking to replace that center guard. Likely want this one a little higher, probably around halfway. Sweepers are on this one. They're trying to drag it as far as they can. And it is a much higher guard. Looks like Kitazawa may just ignore that stone because it's quite high. And hit the opposition stone. That is in the top 12. They're looking for either a nose hit or a little roll. She says even a big roll is okay. She's asking how much space there is in between the guard. She's not sure if they knows if they will actually still be in the rings. They do have the hammer, so they want to make sure they've at least got a biter, which could end up on the scoreboard. And the sweepers are on it. They're off it now, and they will get a nose hit. And looks like they will be biting the top edge of the 12. Appears that Team Kitazawa is sitting 2. The yellow stone near the back line looks like it's just out of play. Although it can be hard to tell. Sometimes the rings are a little off from what you see in the paint. A lot of teams will use a measuring device before the event begins to see if the rings are a little off from the paint. Looks like Robyn Silvernagle is looking for the hit on shot stone. They're likely going to want to get a little roll behind that center guard. They do have to be careful of that jam in the back. Lots of rotation on this one. And they do get a nose hit. Team Kitazawa looking pretty good here for a deuce. Again, they can't roll too far, or else they may jam on that back yellow. Team Kitazawa is looking for a hit and a small roll behind that center line. And the sweepers are on this one early. Just seem to be cleaning it now, and they're on it again late. Looking like they are going to get a roll. And they do jam on that back yellow, but it does leave play, which leaves Kitazawa sitting 2. Now Silvernagle needs to decide whether she wants to play the double and go for the blank end, or if she wants to come around everything and go for the steal. They are down 2 without hammer. And these are 8-end games. So you don't have as much time to claw your way back from a deficit. They are electing to play the draw. They'll want this in the back forefoot. They need to make sure they're completely buried. Anything open will allow Team Kitazawa to make a play and get a potential 3 points, which would break this game wide open. This is a big shot here from skip Robyn Silvernagle to keep her team alive. And she's looking at it from the other end. doesn't look completely convinced on the draw. And she is going to come back down the ice. Silvernagle is known for being a great hitter, and she is going to switch to the more defensive call. She's going to play the double. A nose hit here will make them both go. She'll be throwing the up weight on this one. Lots of rotation. Looks to be pretty close. They're on and off. And that is a great shot from skip Robyn Silvernagle. Kitazawa will be happy with a blank here in the fourth end. Take hammer into fifth. They are using this blank attempt, a chance to map out the ice a little bit. After the fourth end, Kitazawa still leading Team Silvernagle by 3-1. We'll be right back after the fourth end break.
Stronger agronomics, better returns, greater peace of mind from pre-seed to post-harvest. You can count on the Victory Canola program to keep you and your farm ahead of the curve. Grow with us at victorycanola.com.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's ice pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Rene Comeau, coming to you live from the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton, Alberta. This is Draw 9 action on Day 3 at the Saville Shootout. Team Kitazawa is leading Team Silvernagle 3-1 here on the 5th end. Kitazawa does have the hammer. Christy Moore lead for Silvernagle. Put up a nice center guard to start. And it looks like they'll be putting up another high guard. They'll be trying to get some rocks in play here and potentially generate a steal. Silvernagle is sitting at 1-2 in the standings, so they'll need a big win here for any chance at the playoffs. Meanwhile, Kitazawa is undefeated. They're at 3-0. So they're in good shape to be playing tomorrow for the championship. And that is a great high guard from Christy Moore. Those are always tricky because you want them just over the hog line. But obviously, you do not want to hog the stone. So that is a great pair from Christy Moore. Trying to set up a potential steal here in the 5th. we've got coverage all day here on Curling Zone. Make sure you subscribe to the Curling Zone channel. We've got several games currently being streamed. Kitazawa looking to draw in here and sit two. And they will get a bit of a tap on their own. And that's a nice shot there from lead Minori Suzuki. Silvernagle looking at the tap. He's indicating about hack weight. Or they can ignore those stones and draw right around. They are opting for the tap. Second for Team Silvernagle is formerly Jesse Scheidigger, recently married. Now Jesse Hagian. And she will tap those yellow stones, does not remove them from play. The shooter will roll open. And it looks like Kitazawa is going to straight peel, but high guard. And they're on this one early. They do get the single peel. Lots of weight being thrown there by second stone Amy Anami. Looks like Robyn Silvernagle is calling for the tap. Looking to get those yellow stones behind the tee line so they can possibly use them for backing. Kitazawa is sitting one. Now she's indicating they could play the double. It's pretty much a nose hit. And they're going to have a bit of a discussion here. Again, these teams are not on the clock this weekend, so there's been lots of discussion. There's no real hurry in regards to time. Looks like they are either going to play a draw or a guard. They've elected to leave those yellow stones be for now. And they are looking for the high guard. They're going to want to make sure they don't group these guards to allow for an easy double peel. And looks like they are going to group the stones. If they hit this correctly, they may be able to make contact with the Silvernagle stone in the top 8 foot as well. But they will be happy with the double peel. Lots of weight coming here from Anami, and she does get the double peel, connects with the one in the house, but it will stay top 8, is now the shot stone. A little unlucky there, but they do eliminate 2 red stones from play. Silvernagle will be looking to put that center guard back up and protect their shot stone. They do need to be precise with the placement of their guard, because if that red rock is open, Kitazawa will have a shot to hit and sit 3 with the hammer here in the 5th. And they are trying to make this one curl. And they do nibble the center line. But that shot stone is wide open. It looks like Kitazawa is going to play it. Hi to Michelle Beatty, tuning in from Durham Bridge, New Brunswick. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. Let us know in the live chat where you're tuning in from. We've had folks from all around the world this weekend. And that's a nice shot there from Team Kitazawa. They are sitting 3 yellows. They'll be looking for the double and roll behind the center. Third stone for Team Silvernagle is Jesse Hunkin. This one looks to be a little outside. And they will make the double on the back. Not quite what they had called, but still a good shot nonetheless. Kitazawa is now sitting 1. Silvernagle a second shot stone on the top of the 12. Like Kitazawa is going to play the hit here. They've got to be careful that they don't overcurl and jam on their own. And they're on it late. And that is a great shot. They just squeak it by. They're yellow in the top 8. And they are sitting 2 with the hammer. Robyn Silvernagle made a nice double in the last end. Let's see if she can make another one here. Looks like it's not quite going to come up enough, and they'll sail past the shot stone in the top 8. They only get the 1. Kitazawa now looking at splitting the house and sitting 2. They're looking good for a deuce here in the 5th. They'll want to make sure this is even with shot stone so that they don't set up a double. This is skip Ikue Kitazawa's first stone here in the 5th end with the hammer. They do have a 3-1 lead. And the sweepers are cleaning it early. Now they seem to be off it. And that's a nice shot there from the skip. They will split the rings. They're sitting 2. Looks like there is no double. Robyn Silvernagle will now be looking for the hit and roll behind that centerline guard. She is electing to play the inside-out out turn. He's got lots of rotation. The sweepers are off it early. Looks like it needs to curl. And she will make contact, but she will roll out of the rings. And that will give Kitazawa a chance for a deuce. All she needs is full 12-foot for the 2. Ikue is discussing the weight with her front end. She knows this is a big shot. Wants to make sure she capitalizes here, gets her deuce. She is opting to play the intern. The sweepers are on it. Looks to be pretty close. And that's a nice shot there from the skip, right to the button. And that gets Team Kitazawa their deuce. They take a 5-1 lead after 5. We'll be right back.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
This is it. It all comes down to this rock. The hours in the gym, the weeks away from my family. This is what I've been training for. And all those voices trying to tear me down, I'm here to silence them. We've given everything we have for a chance to get everything we want.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rene Comeau, coming to you live from the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton, Alberta. This is Draw 9 action on Day 3 of the Saville Shootout. We have Team Kitazawa leading Team Silvernagle 5-1 here in the 6th end. Silvernagle does have the hammer. Kitazawa came up a little light on their first for a tight center guard. Silvernagle put up the corner. And now we've got a nice come around there to the button, perhaps a little deeper than they wanted. Silvernagle looking for the double corner. So they'll want to come around that high red guard, be a little tighter to the rings. And they do rub on that corner guard and then roll over to the center. We now have staggered guards on the center line. Kitazawa will be looking to draw another one in there, really put some pressure on here in the 6th end. I'm going to give you a quick update on the scores happening on the other sheets. The Japanese teams have really come out firing this morning. Momoha Tabata has a 7-1 lead over Kate Cameron. Satsuki Fujisawa also has a 7-1 lead over Kaylee McNamee. Christine McMacken from the US has a 4-2 lead on Jolene Campbell. Unji Gem has a 3-2 lead over Jessica McCartney. Selena Sturmey is leading Corinne Brown 4-3. Gracelyn Richards and Caitlin Laws are all tied up at 3. Taylor Reese Hansen has a 4-3 lead over Tabitha Peterson from the US. Serena Gray Withers is up 4-3 on Michelle Inglot. And Mila Plett, the young team from Edmonton, Alberta, has a 3-2 lead over Carrie Einerson from Gimli, Manitoba. Of course, you can find scores all weekend long at curlingzone.com. Also, make sure you subscribe to the Curling Zone YouTube channel so you catch all the live action. The playoffs will be tomorrow. And that's a nice run back there from Team Silvernagle. They do eliminate a Kitazawa stone from the forefoot. Kitazawa looking to sink another one in there behind that centerline guard. Kitazawa is undefeated thus far, sitting at 3-0 on top of Pool D. And this one looks to be coming a little deeper than they wanted. It will be wide open. Does stay above the tee line. It did create a bit of a pocket there for Silvernagle to freeze. And she's looking for a heavy draw. Just tap those stones behind the tee line and sit in the top 4. Team Silvernagle really needs to find a way to generate some points here. The line looks pretty good on this one. And that's a great shot there from Jesse Hogian, second on Team Silvernagle. They do tap one of the yellow stones to the back 12 and sit corner frozen. Kitazawa is still shot stone. Team Kitazawa looking to draw another one in there. They're going hard for line. Sweepers are really going to have to work this one to get it by. And looks like it's going to come up a little bit light. They do sit as a guard, about halfway. And Silvernagle needs to make the decision here, either peel those guards or come in and freeze another one. Now they're looking at potentially splitting their tight red guard. They can make a nice freeze here. We'll be in a pretty good spot. But again, they have to get rid of that shot stone. Looks like they are opting to go for the double peel. They're not throwing very much weight on this. Looks like they're just playing a softer tap. They will promote their redstone in for third shot. And Kitazawa's shot stone is partially open. Interesting call there by Team Silvernagle. Kitazawa now looking at either guarding their shot stone or coming in corner freezing. There is a small hole there. Looks like they are going to go for the freeze. They're going to have to negotiate this port. Line looks pretty good. The sweepers are on it. And they do get through the hole. And it looks to be just over curling. It is buried. Tough to tell from this angle who is sitting third shot. Looks like it is in fact Kitazawa sitting third shot. Silvernagle is looking at the double run into the bunch. They'll be looking to connect with those rocks in the house, possibly do some rearranging. Big weight here from third, Jesse Hunkin. Ooh, and that's a great shot. They do clip the Kitazawa shot stone. It is now Silvernagle sitting one and third. They do clear both of those center line guards. Kitazawa's got to be careful now. If they try to eliminate that Silvernagle stone in the top 8, they've got to come really close to that red. It's going to be tough not to jam it. If they do jam it, they could be in big trouble. Silvernagle does have that stone in the back 12 foot. Team Kitazawa does call a timeout to consult with their coach. Each team is allowed 2 timeouts. We do have our first final for draw 9. Momoha Tabata from Japan defeated Kate Cameron from Manitoba 8-1 after 6 ends. Team Kitazawa is undefeated after 2 days of play. They're sitting at 3-0. They're in good shape for the playoffs, which begin tomorrow morning. Team Silvernagle is sitting at 1-2, so this is a must-win game for them to have any chance to qualify for the playoffs. Looks like Team Kitazawa is going to play the up weight with that ice. It looks as though she's playing the hit and roll under the 2 corners, likely happy to eliminate her own. As long as that yellow squirts out of play. I like this call from Kitazawa. And that is a great shot. She runs her own, gets the roll. I like this call from Kitazawa. And that is a great shot. That Kitazawa shot stone is completely buried. And Team Silvernagle possibly looking at the run back here. They are second shot, so if she could stick the run back, they would be sitting 2. A nose hit here should stick the run back. Big shot here from Robyn Silvernagle, and it looks to be wide. She will not get the run back. She will actually almost clip her own, but just by. Team Kitazawa still sitting first and third shot. And they'll be looking to remove that lonely Silvernagle rock from play. A good call since they are up 5-1. Wants to make sure they eliminate all the opposition rocks from play. They are looking for a roll towards the center line. Like to welcome all the fans that are tuning in all the way from Japan. We hope you've been enjoying the coverage this weekend. We've got a strong Japanese contingent at this year's Saville Shootout. And Team Kitazawa is hard on this one. They're going to have to sweep just to get a piece. And they do catch a piece, eliminate that redstone. Their shooter will roll out a play. That leaves Team Kitazawa sitting 2, with Robyn Silvernagle preparing to throw her last. She is opting to play the hit for 1. Robyn Silvernagle delivering her final stone here in the 6th end with hammer, looking for the hit and stick for a single. The sweepers are on it. And that's a great shot from the skipper to take her single. Kitazawa still leading 5-2 after 6. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rene Comeau, coming to you live from the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton, Alberta. This is Draw 9, Day 3 action, the Saville Shootout. Team Kitazawa is leading Team Silvernagle 5-2 here in the 7th. Kitazawa does have the hammer.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
This is it. It all comes down to this rock. The hours in the gym, the weeks away from my family. This is what I've been training for. And all those voices trying to tear me down, I'm here to silence them. We've given everything we have for a chance to get everything we want.
Silvernagle has her double centers set up, both touching the center line. Kitazawa sitting 1 in the top 12. So Silvernagle will be looking for a nice come around here, top 4. And Team Silvernagle will tap the Kitazawa stone up to the top 8. Kitazawa just looking for the straight peel on the high guard. They'll be wanting to keep it clean this end, make sure they score. And that's a nice peel there from second, Amy Anami. She's been solid all game. And we have another final. Satsuki Fujisawa defeated Kaylee McNamee 8-1. And Team Silvernagle will put up another high center line guard. Looks like Kitazawa is going to attempt to peel the tight guard. They're going to have to come really close by that high one that was just thrown. This shot has a high degree of difficulty. If anything, they'll want to err being tight. And that is a big miss from Team Kitazawa. They sail past the guards and jam their stone. I was not a fan of that call. If you're going to play that shot, you've got to make sure you air tight and take the high guard. With such a big lead, that's a questionable call there from Kitazawa. Likely would have been safer just to straight peel the front. Now a real opportunity for Silvernagle to draw another one behind those guards. This is really the first time in this game that Silvernagle has had a bit of an advantage. They've been chasing for a lot of this game. And Silvernagle will draw another one in there. It ends up top 4. It is pretty much fully exposed. Kitazawa deciding here if they want to make a play at that shot stone that was just thrown, or if they want to peel those center guards. And they're going to call a timeout. This is Team Kitazawa's second timeout of the game. I think the coach will be telling Team Kitazawa that they want to get rid of those center line guards. Once again, folks, make sure you subscribe to the Curling Zone YouTube channel. We've got live action all day long. Today is the final day of round robin play. The playoffs will begin tomorrow morning, with the finals taking place tomorrow at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. Looks like Team Kitazawa is going to go for the double peel. They may even be able to connect with one of those two Silvernagle stones in the house. Big weight coming here from the Japanese team, and it looks to overcurl. Their shooter will roll over to a corner guard. Silvernagle will be looking to replace that high centerline guard, protect their 2 stones in the house. And that's a nice shot there from third Jesse Hunkin. They've got some good separation on those centerline guards, making the double peel pretty tricky. They'll have to hit pretty close to nose in order to make those 2 centerline guards go away. Big weight coming from third, Sina Nakajima. And they will just sail by the 2 red stones. Again, roll for another corner guard. Those corner guards are now staggered. And Silvernagle looking pretty good here in the 7th end. They do need to generate a steal in order to stay alive. They're looking at potentially sinking a 3rd one in there. Or they can play another high guard. I think they are opting to go for the guard. Robyn discussing with her front end. Again, these teams are not on the clock this weekend, so there's no real sense of urgency in regards to time. Robyn Silvernagle delivering her first stone here in the 7th end without the hammer. They are looking for the high guard. That's a nice shot there from the skip. Now Kitazawa is going to have to make a decision whether they want to make a play at one of those 2 Silvernagle stones in the house. They can see about 3/4 of that shot stone. They're going to have to play it relatively quiet if they want to get to the nose. They want to make sure they keep their shooter at least a piece underneath those guards. If they roll out at all, that'll give Silvernagle the chance to roll behind those two center line guards and really put the pressure on Kitazawa. Team Silvernagle is sitting at 1-2, so this is a must-win game for them if they want any chance at making the playoffs tomorrow. The sweepers are on this one early. They're really going to have to go hard to get it by that guard. And they just squeak by. And that is a great shot from Skip Kitazawa. She needs to thank her sweepers for that one, because they just whiskered by that top guard. And Kitazawa is sitting shot stone. This is a tricky shot here for Robyn Silvernagle. This is her last stone here in the 7th end without the hammer. Sweepers are off it early. They're trying to carve it. Looks to be pretty close. And that's a great shot from Robyn. She does eliminate the Yellowstone from play, sitting 2. And that's a lovely shot. That stone was virtually completely buried. There's just a piece exposed. Really nice weight control. Great line. Really good shot from the skipper there to keep their team alive. Now, Kitazawa will have to get a bit of a roll here to get their single. A nose hit likely will give a steal of 1 to Silvernagle. Looks like they are able to roll in to that other Silvernagle stone. They may be able to use it as a catcher. And they're trying to carve this one. They need it to curl. And they do get a slight roll, but not enough. That'll be a steal of 1 for Team Silvernagle. Kitazawa has a 5-3 lead after 7. We'll be right back.
Gripper first.
Don't forget your brooms.
Yep, you got it. Yellow.
Come on up. Okay, well, what do you got? You got 1, you got 2, yeah.
Just one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rene Comeau, coming to you live from the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton, Alberta. This is Draw 9 action on Day 3 of the Saville Shootout. We are in the 8th and final end here with Team Kitazawa having a 5-2 lead against Team Silvernagle. Christy Moore lead on Team Silvernagle. Put up a nice centerline guard. And then a nice come around from Minori Suzuki. Just biting the top button. They're really trying to carve this one over. Need to get it over the hog line. That's a great sweep from the brushers. Kitazawa will be looking to loop another one in there. Silvernagle will have to steal 2 here in the 8th if they want to force an extra end. And they're trying to carve that one in there. And that's a great shot from lead Minori Suzuki. It's going to take Team Silvernagle a couple of shots to deal with those yellow stones on the top forefoot. Perfectly placed by the Japanese lead. We do have another final. Selena Sturmey defeated Corinne Brown 6-3. We've also got a potential upset brewing. The young team Mila Plett out of Edmonton, Alberta, have a 5-2 lead against Carrie Einerson. Carrie Einerson does have the hammer coming home in 8. They're going to need to score a 3 to tie it up. And that's a nice freeze there from Team Silvernagle. Kitazawa will now be looking to straight peel that center line guard. And that's a nice peel there from second, Amy Anami. And Team Silvernagle looking to replace that center line guard. Now, eventually, they are going to have to deal with those 2 yellow stones in the forefoot. They do have to steal 2 here in the 8th. Tight guard played there by Team Silvernagle. Team Kitazawa will have to be careful here. so that they peel this over top of those rocks in the house. They do not want to stuff this red. And that's looking to be a little bit tight. They will just make contact with those rocks in the house, but they don't move them very far. They got a little bit lucky there. Almost disaster. Now Team Silvernagle realizing that they've got to make a play on those rocks on the top four. We've got another final. Christine McMacken from the U.S. has defeated Jolene Campbell 7-2. Taylor Reese Hansen has defeated Tabitha Peterson 9-3. Serena Gray Withers scored an 8-4 win against Michelle Englot. And this shot from Silvernagle will just over curl. Kitazawa asking how much they can see from the hack. If there's a potential double, it might be there, but they'll have to come really tight by that guard, maybe play a bit of a quieter weight. Looks like they are going to go for that double. Again, the pro side miss here would be to peel the guard. And they're trying to carve it. And that's a nice shot. They will eliminate one of the Silvernagle stones from play and sit corner frozen on the red stone in the top 8. Team Kitazawa still sitting 2. Jessie Hunkin trying to play the tap on her red stone. Try to rearrange the angles on those yellows. And they will wreck on the front. Their shooter will hang on the back 12. And you'll likely see Kitazawa peel that guard. Nakajima makes no mistake on the peel. Silvernagle will have to make a nice draw right to the button, try to corner freeze the shot stone. Silvernagle in need of a big draw here. And this one looks to be a little wide, potentially a little heavy as well. And they will just settle half in the back four for third shot. Kitazawa still sitting 2. And Kitazawa just looking to peel out that rock just thrown by Team Silvernagle. Kitazawa delivering her first stone here in the 8th end with a 5-3 lead. If she can get rid of this red, I'm not sure how Silvernagle sits 2. That's a nice shot there from the skip. And that's going to be handshakes, folks. Make it a 5-3 final for Team Kitazawa. Once again, I'm Rene Comeau. This is the Saville Shootout from the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton, Alberta. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've still got some other games happening as we speak. We've got Caitlin Laws and Gracelyn Richards still happening. Make sure you hop on over to the YouTube channel so you can catch all the action live. Thanks again. I'll see you next time.